Oh, trumpet. Or saxophone? No, like trumpet, yeah.
Trumpet. What is happening?
I'm not sure, but I'm getting really tired of doing air trumpet.
Instagram. I want you to Instagram. I don't know what's going on.
Hey. What the heck? Okay, Instagram. What? Instagram, come along.
Unable to join.
Unable to join.
It says you're unable to join.
Okay, well, you know what? It's a YouTube night. It's a YouTube night. It's fine. The song is like over.
Instagram.
Oh. Wow. What in the name of
finally?
What in the name of Instagram?
That was the longest amount of time I've ever seen us spend trying to get you on.
Yo, Instagram's tripping.
Does not want us to be great, but we are here because we have so much to say this week. The stories are crazier than ever.
Oh my God.
Welcome everybody. Honestly, let's just do research.
Yes, let's start. Hey everybody, welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these deep and dark internets. Thank you to Radio Region syndicated through iHeartRadio.
Yes.
We are on the internet radio, so Saturdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Every Saturday, you can check out the replays of this show. We tape live here on IG and YouTube every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure to follow and subscribe to Not Your Typical Girl Talk on Instagram and YouTube.
Yes.
Telly, girlfriend, what is up?
Woo! Jesus, take the wheel. Someone look. Jesus. Hey, everyone. It's me, Telly. I'm another proud member of the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. The foolishness. You know what? Even the word foolishness doesn't even represent the actual foolish. I don't know what word to use.
You're actually right.
But what I do know is that this world has gone crazier. It's getting crazier and crazier as the days, the seconds go by. Too much is going on. We're going to get right into it. Sheba girl, tell our lovely listeners and viewers who you are.
I am Toshiba. They call me Tuba. I'm just going to get straight into it.
Yes, girl.
Because y'all really need to see, and I'm trying to bring it as close as possible so y'all can see what I'm about to play, okay? We think every week it cannot get any worse than this. And then we discover this clip that has gone very much viral on Beyonce and Ivy's internet about a woman who recently appeared on Kendra G. And child, you've got to hear this story in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in a segment called Sandra Did It. And go.
This is Miracle Beauty, 42, author, songwriter, 5 kids. How old are your kids? In 5 seconds.
My oldest is 30 years old. I have a set of twins that's 15, but one was stolen at birth out of the hospital. I'm still fighting to get him back. I have a 10-year-old, he's autistic. I have a 3-year-old who's a princess.
You want to deep dive about your twins? Can you tell mom was stolen at the hospital?
Yes. I was getting no medical treatment, so there's no paper trail of me being pregnant. So when I was rushed by ambulance, I got fired on my day off too, like the news Friday. After being on the news with the Pope, I got fired for kept going to the bathroom, not knowing that I was on leave.
How many months pregnant were you at the time?
I was actually, the paperwork that I had states 10 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days pregnant.
Are you telling me you was pregnant with 10 twins for 10 months, and the entire 10 months you had no idea you were pregnant?
I had no idea I was pregnant. Once I went to the hospital, they gave me an emergency sonogram. That's when I saw the two babies on the monitor. And I looked at the nurse and I said, I thought you guys told me I couldn't have kids. And then the doctors rushed in the room and said, me and my babies weren't going to make it. They had to rush me to deliver the emergency C-section. As they really me down the hallway, I then see the photographer. And then I see a celebrity in the hallway. And then I see the doctor exactly Sandra Bullock. She was there at the hospital the same day I was rushed by Emma. And then she's the person I got to name them Lewis Birdo Bullock. Sandra Bullock, and the boy that she named is identical to my son with me.
Okay, hold on. So Sandra Bullock, the celebrity son, is your biological.
It's my biological son, and he has an identical twin brother, and they look just alike. You can look on my page.
I'm gonna look up her son right now.
Lewis is my son. I never got a chance to name Lewis, hold him, change a pamper. When he came out, the doctor walked over to the table as if she was going to suck him out like a moth. I'm thinking she was going to walk back to me. Instead, she walks out the room and never even tried it. So Lewis was the first baby that came out of me. That was Sam. And that's the baby she's saying that is 13 years old and he is really 15. Look on my page. You will see that I put both of the pictures side by side.
So, these are two different boys?
Okay, the ones on the outside is the one that lived with me. The one in the middle is the one with Sandra Bullock. You see her
And they're right there. And the biggest thing you want is a DNA test.
Yeah, I want a DNA test. They said they closed the case because I have no lawyer. It's like my constitutional rights has been violated. Sandra Bullock is a big ass movie star. We've been screaming her name for 15 Bumbleclaw years. Why she didn't come for me yet? Why haven't she seen me yet? Because she knows she had no son. I even drove through her mansion in New Orleans. 17 was by my damn self. Voodoo, OBS, this is Bible. I feel everything she does to me and my family. Like, this shit is real.
So if you missed that, this woman recently on Kendra G says that Sandra Bullock stole her son out of the hospital and the doctors were all in on it. There is so much more. This is actually a 30-minute segment where she goes in, and let me just also repeat some things that she said. She said she was cooking for the Pope. Have you heard her say she got fired on her day off on Friday after cooking for the Pope? The Pope had told her this is the best food she has ever had. She fainted while she was there, and that's when she was rushed to the hospital. At which point she found that she was 10 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days pregnant. And again, Sandra Bullock and the doctors were all compliant in stealing one of her twins. And she's been screaming her name for 15 bumbleclot years. And the end. Let me also say, there were people in the comments on the full 30-minute video who said they absolutely believe her. Absolutely 100% they do believe that Sandra Bullock has her baby, and we need to rally together in order to help her get protected as well. She has been to jail for murder, and she was the original dancehall queen before Cardi.
Original dancehall queen before wow.
So I'll start first with the people that are saying we should rally around her and everything. I'm finding now more than ever, we are really condoning mental illness. Like, it's one thing to tolerate it, but to be like, we're going to stand beside or behind this woman and push this ridiculous story. Like, Sandra Bullock, if she really wanted a a black child, she could just go adopt one. She
Like
has
she
the
did.
credentials.
Like
It's very with someone with her, you know, her credentials.
Mhm.
She's financially stable. She could adopt as many as she wants. To say that she was hanging out at a hospital just waiting for a black lady to have a child so she could kidnap it is this, it's actually the stupidest thing. I don't even know. And then the people that are rallying and saying yes, these are people that are, again, think of the comments section as a big room with a bunch of people just standing around eating chips.
Mm. Like the water cooler conversations.
Right,
at
that
work.
just live in their mama's basements. Like,
Yeah, you know, it's funny. The comment section in anything is literally like writings on the bathroom wall. Everyone, if anyone actually listened to this woman who needs mental health, and they really believe this woman, they too need to check themselves into Betty Ford or Cam H if they're Canadian. This is pure BS. And I feel bad and also kind of angry at Kendra for even dragging this on because she knows the woman's a nut. But I get it. She wants the clicks. So she's doing what she's got to do. Nothing wrong with that. But as for the people in the comments that are saying, yeah, we have to get together and bind up like the kumbaya and hands across America. For what? Why are we dragging Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson from the grave to come and sing "Heal the World"? And why?
I was gonna
why are we
say,
rallying for this one?
I
I don't know.
I totally forgot. I promised myself I would go look, but I totally forgot. The photos, do these kids even look alike?
Not. Absolutely not. But according to Kendra's cousins, yes, they look alike. How can we? The pictures don't look nothing alike. The picture them don't look nothing alike. The picture with the black boy, the picture them don't look nothing alike. But according to them, the fact that she also wrote a book about this woman just wrote a book. She has Facebook posts about it. She narrates it. And instead of co-signing her, she needs help. The woman needs. When people try to come for me, telling me just because she doesn't tell her story eloquently does not mean that this. Yes.
But it has nothing to do with being eloquent. Like, that is not it.
It does not. So I said to them, which part was true? The part where she was cooking for the Pope? The part where she was in jail for murder? The part where she went to Jamaica and was a dancehall queen? The part where she was 10 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days pregnant and didn't know the entire time with twins? The part that she said that everybody was compliant and that Sandra Bullock full of health? The part where she said Sandra Bullock has paid off judges and that's why she has her bumbleclot pitney? Like, which part of this?
What
Well,
part?
the Pope lives in like Italy, right, or in Vienna or something. He lives somewhere overseas. No offense, ma'am. Actually, no. Pure offense
Of everyone
to
in
you.
America.
Everyone in America. If he really wanted an American black shelf,
Michelin.
why would he choose a woman that she also claims she murdered somebody? So why would he choose a murderous chef? And why did she faint? Or according to her, she fainted.
Yeah, she's not.
And when she woke up, the Pope was standing over her because she was
and
pregnant.
She got rushed to the hospital where she found that she was pregnant. And
right.
The bullet stole her child. This all happened, so you know, within the same time.
Within the same time she was cooking for the Pope. So after she has 5 kids, right?
Right.
She has 5 kids, and the set of twins was not her first set of children.
No,
but she didn't know she was pregnant.
No.
Right.
But according
she carried for 10 months.
And here's right. And then my other thing about this whole story is she's like, oh, it's true because Sandra Bullock never pressed charges against me or sued me.
Because you're not the mother.
How many people write books about celebrities, like unauthorized books all the time? You think Tom Cruise has time to sue everybody that hates his butt?
No one does. But I want to know, so why is she bothered coming on Kendra's show? Does she think that Sandra Bullock watches it?
No, she actually wanted to find a man
to help her fight the fight.
She thought that story would make it better.
To fight the fight, to get her child back.
Yeah, we're done. We're actually done.
Oh,
I wish her to get help.
I hope she gets help. Yeah,
she needs help.
She needs.
Like, this is actually what disconnects connection from the world looks like, and anybody co-signing this, it is absolutely. If you guys, when you guys finally go and literally look at the comments, even find my comment from FYF the show, and see people arguing with me under my comment saying that this woman doesn't need co-signers, she needs help talking to me, but it's because she didn't speak eloquently, and how
That's
no, sir. No, she's a nut. She needs Betty Ford or Cam H.
She
Promises in Malibu. She needs something.
Needs mental health,
but she's not righted.
Okay, so here's another one about a baby, and we're calling this segment "Bye Bye Baby." And I'm just gonna actually leave my comments until the end. But in "Bye Bye Baby," oh, it went in the wrong order, so hopefully this will work. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Call me crazy if you want, but I've never learned so much.
Wow, so years is absolutely crazy. Honestly, crazy is that time my biological mom cheated on her husband and got pregnant with me and decided that she wanted to give me up for adoption because she didn't want me. Mind you, she's white, her husband at the time was white, and they had 3 white kids together, and she had cheated on her husband with a black guy. I had family members also that were low-key racist and would not accept me, so she decided that the best thing to do would be give me up for adoption. Even though she knew she wanted to give me up for adoption, she had absolutely no idea how she wanted to go about it. So in the meantime, she decided to join a support group. Especially the support group mates, they decided to meet at a warehouse in Washington, D.C. There were like 40 or 50 people there, and the lady orchestrating the meeting was like, okay, who wants to go first? Raise your hand. My biological mom raises her hand to go first, and she said, look, I'm white, I have a white husband, I have 3 white kids, but I cheated on my husband with a black guy, and now I'm pregnant. I want to give the baby up for adoption, but I have no idea how to go about it. Talked about how she was struggling, or going on, whatever, and then the next person begins to talk. Then once everybody's done talking about what's going on in their lives, my birth mother goes to leave. And as she goes to leave, this couple, man and woman, come running after him. And the lady goes, excuse me, miss, I know this is going to sound...
Okay, there's more. Okay, there's more.
So my bio mom ended up telling her husband
Okay,
crazy, but we've been trying to adopt a baby for years. We're from West Virginia, and we literally drove all the way here today because the psychic that I'm seeing once a week for the past year told me that this is where I was going to find our baby. The second that you shared you were pregnant, you wanted to give your baby up for adoption, I looked at my husband and I was like, oh my god, that's when we found our baby. My birth mother was in shock and really didn't know what to do, but got their information, got to know them a little bit more, and that couple is my mom.
There's more. More.
She cheated on him with a black guy. He obviously wasn't very happy about that. So you know what? We're going to keep this a secret. We're going to pretend that this is a fourth baby because they had 3 of their children already. So all of their friends and family thought that my birth mother was pregnant with baby number 4. But then they were like, realistically, what are we going to do when a baby was born? And my biological mom was like, I know what I'm going to do. She said, I'm going to tell them that the baby is a stillborn. And so on August 31st, 1996 rolls around, she obviously gives me up for adoption to bring to parents like an Iraq. And then once my parents took me away, she said that her friends and family sent balloons and flowers and cards and all of these things saying, I'm so sorry for your loss, because she had told them that I had died of them. And I didn't know any of this until the day before I turned 18. But the absolute craziest part about all of this is that they have no idea to this day that I was born.
I know what my advice is. Seek therapy.
First and foremost. That should be the first thing she did.
There are 2 things disturbing about this story. One, the fact that she's going online telling it for millions to see. But 2, that he even knows this story at all. It's one thing to tell a child they're adopted. It's another thing to tell them the horrible circumstances around which they are adopted. This is a story, whomever told it, and I'm going to assume it's someone in the family. I hope it wasn't her parents, but assuming that it was one of her parents, why? Is it not enough to say you're adopted? We love you, we have raised you, all that. You also have to go through this entire story, and then she decided to, like, the internet is not therapy.
I don't know if that has to go on a billboard or what it takes for people to understand that the internet is not Dr. Phil. Go and seek actual help and get real advice in private.
But see, the problem is that the internet is free.
And
The internet makes you feel validated for even the stupidest stuff. this young woman, her story should have ended with the, my
With
parents.
the second clip.
Just that second clip, that was enough.
You know what it's like?
That was a story of, wow, this should be a Lifetime movie.
Right.
And then she decided to bring in the horror film part.
But the sequel that no one asked for. You know what it's like? It's like you're a bank robber and you get away with the loot, but then you decide to turn back because you have to use the bathroom. It's like you should have held it in and kept it to yourself.
Yeah,
run home, run to the bush and do your business there. Don't go back to the bank bank. The cops are there to beat your backside as they should. Why did she decide to come and tell us? One, the story was long. No one asked. Two, ma'am, I agree with both of you ladies. Go get therapy because that's what you should be seeking.
Because there needs to be some healing done there.
And three, your real mom faked your death basically to make you get a clean escape.
No, the real mom faked her death.
Faked her death. I mean, so that she was a stillborn, so that the little girl can now go off. Like, this is horrible. No. She was getting cards of sympathy and balloons. We're so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, it's
like this is heavy. It's cold.
It's a horrible story, and it sounds like the sort of story where
it's sad.
And I don't know, because I know it can be very touchy with biological parents that give their children up for adoption. But you almost kind of, ideally, it would be, and this is a dream scenario, where she could sit down in front of her biological parents and actually have it out.
That would be good.
A healthy conversation with a mediator, like if it's Ayana, Fix Your Life, whatever it is, and actually hash this all out. That would be the ideal situation. But of course, that's not going to be it. What it is going to be is this TikTok that's going to live on the internet forever.
I hope she gets therapy.
Thank you. That's the final word. Get therapy, young lady, because the enemy ain't it. We are not it. It is not. That's deep rooted. Imagine projecting that. Like, you know what? Actually, this is the thing I'm going to say. You are so right. It could have ended at the last one. She's like, and those people are my parents. Great, heartwarming story. And then she did take it to the horror. And like, oh, this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. You could have just left it at that. You're going to project that onto the rest of us? Imagine dating her.
Woo! Girl,
therapy, please.
The first date would be a therapy session,
right? And this is why the healing part is so
important.
I
really hope she gets some therapy.
And honestly, shame on the people who told her. Shame on
that too. But
right before her,
she did
I
not
agree.
need to know.
I don't think she needed to know
necessary.
that. Like, why?
That wasn't necessary. Wow.
So we're done. Okay, now this one we're not even going to spend a lot of time on because it's stupid. But I just wanted to show you guys apparently how stupid this new generation is. Okay,
girl,
be prepared for this. This is. Okay. All right, go. All right.
You know, I'm becoming an employee. I can't be an employee. That's not it. I'm becoming a rapper. I'm dropping out of your uni. Everywhere I'm going to go to see. Because I don't know you trying to shoot me. The more syllabus it says, there'll be no aggressive behavior following in class. There's a season of fun. Young man, I don't appreciate you throwing in class. If you don't come down to the job and call here, you understand?
If you missed that nonsense, it was a young man at a very reputable university in Toronto, Canada. It is actually the university I attended and the university my daughter just graduated from. It's called York University. And as you can see, that class was full of hundreds of students who are there to get their education. But he decided to tell everybody he didn't want to be an employee. He was going to try to be an employer. And so he was going to rap with his pants down to the thing and then jump on the table and because he's a whatever, then encouraging other people to drop out with him and then putting it on TikTok.
I didn't see anyone following him. I was waiting for it. And you know what? It's so dry. Actually, at first I thought, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, is this real? But then I thought, you know what, girl, why would hundreds of students agree to help this idiot child make this video? This is real as hell. And what's sad is that York is it's a great university. It is known worldwide. It's one of the top universities here in Canada. And to see what's happening with our youth today, a lot of them look at the baby, they look at little Uzi Vert, and they feel,
problem.
well, if they can do it, so can I. But they can't even spell the word rap, much more spit a rhyme. Like, this young man, he looks malnourished. He hopped up on the table.
Here's the thing.
He was hungry.
If you wanted, now the thing is, sure, university perhaps is not for everyone,
and that's
fine.
fair.
However, there are ways to, for instance, you could have just dropped out privately without any of us knowing.
We didn't need to know.
Correct.
Like you didn't need to do a rap and dance on the tables, and then say to everyone that they should join you.
No one needs to see that.
Like,
we're done. And so, new generation, don't be like him. He is stupid.
Yeah.
So I have to question if York is lowering its standards now to get people.
I hope not.
Because I barely squeaked by back in the day with an 87% overall average. Barely squeaked by with an 87%.
Yeah, it used to be
university.
You really did have to be an academic back in our days.
Absolutely.
Like the competition to get in. I remember writing my thesis to get into school, and it was a competition
was hot.
And less than 12 kids got into the program.
Okay.
And this is now what is happening in universities. This
young man.
This. Again, barely squeaked by with an 87% average as a track runner, a competitive dancer, and like you said, having to write essays and so forth to get in. With an 87%. I was also in moot court and all kinds of things. Barely squeaked by. And this, I'm done. Okay, now
you tried it.
This story here has to be one of the funniest stories we have seen in a while. We're calling this oxtail gate, okay? Because you have to make oxtail cheap again. So these two gentlemen here are two men in Texas who were arrested for stealing 46 packs of oxtail and other meats from multiple grocery stores. But there's more. I'm going to read you the story. First of all, let me just say, the fact that cops spent time to find. Okay, let me read the story. The county's constable for Precinct 4, Mark Herman, showcased the entire illegal meat. We're gonna go to the illegal meat. So this is them showcasing the illegal meat. Okay. On the top of the car, on the hood of the car. This is the
like it's cocaine.
Meat. Yeah, like it's cocaine.
Like it's some kind of a bust.
Yeah, like a drug bust. It's a fentanyl bust.
I'm done.
So, two men in Harris County, Texas, were arrested after being caught with 46 stolen packages of meat in their car. The men allegedly stole the massive amount of oxtail, steaks, and other forms of protein on October 31st. The county's constable for Precinct 4, Mark Herman, showed the entire legal meat stash that was confiscated during a traffic stop. The tweet on the matter went viral, garnering over 6 million expressions. Oh Lord, X impressions. Lord of mercy for the spectacle. The males were found to be in possession of multiple fresh meat packages stolen from different local stores. The accused are Jacob Trevino, 30, and Robert Stevenson, 31. I totally missed that one of their names is Robert Stevenson.
Right?
I'm sorry, guys. if you do not know, Robert Stevenson is the name of my former fiance. But I digress.
Girl, did they lie about the
It's
age?
a good thing they put the age there.
They didn't put the age
'cause
there, or did he tell them that
It's
age?
31, so I know it's not him, but that is hilarious. Okay, according to the Houston Chronicle, he actually also lives in Houston, by the way. According to the Houston Chronicle, this heist impacted 4 different grocery stores across Houston and Cypress, including Walmart, H-E-B, Kroger, and Food Town. The value of the heist was more than, are you ready, ladies?
I'm ready.
It was more than $1,000. While the illegally obtained goods included different cuts of beef and shrimp, the majority consisted
I love me
of
some shrimp.
oxtail. The delicacy
The jerk
cut from
shrimp?
the tail. Let's be clear, they're telling us what oxtail is right now. The delicacy cut
It
from
is.
the tail of cattle has risen sharply over the years as a result of mainstream popularity. Traditionally, it was utilized by the Black community, especially those of Caribbean descent, in dishes. With the price rising from $9 to $14 per pound, the once affordable meat has now become an expensive food item. For their alleged crimes, the Texas residents are expected to appear for their arraignment hearings on November 8th, which is today.
Ah.
They face aggregate theft charges that can be punished with up to a year in jail, in addition to a $4,000 fine.
A year in jail for $1,000 of meat?
And we all know that as soon as that meat hits the evidence room,
Listen, that evidence room is gonna start smelling real good.
Charles gonna go up in
The
there.
cookout is still on,
and
ladies and
cook up-
gentlemen.
cook
The
up some
cookout
good
is still
food.
on. Let that oxtail roll. Listen, with the oxtail gravy.
Some rice and peas.
Listen,
They
Linda.
really displayed this on the hood of the car, like
Yes, because girl, it's like crack.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like crack.
Really,
Because $14, come
From
on,
$9 to
to
14.
14, that's big.
That's major. But shame on Walmart and Food Town. They can lose for $1,000. Like, give me a break. These people,
I have another
leave them alone.
question,
Let them do
though.
their business.
I do have a question, and it's so weird. I believe, first of all, it's an inside job. I think
I
someone
think
in the
someone sold them
Walmart,
out.
I agree.
something's going on there.
I agree, yeah.
But I still have to go back to, like, honestly, we have serious problems
Thank
in
you.
Texas.
Thank you.
People, little children are shooting themselves with their parents' guns. People are being kidnapped. You know, we got racism,
They're a real problem.
child molestation.
Yeah.
There are people out there hurting kids. Why are we not chasing them with the motivation that they have
For the
to
meat.
find these men that stole meat?
That's a good question. But you know what? It is Texas. And you know, look how they treated the Waco, Texas thing with David Koresh. You saw they treated that. Not very good, not in the good way. So, you know, the meat is to them, that's their goal. They're like, forget the kid that's missing. That meat,
Gotta get the oxtail back.
Oxtail
that
needs to be
oxtail
found.
needs to be rescued. It's in danger. They have to save the people from catching that meat on the street. If someone eats that
Heaven
meat,
forbid buying
someone
the meat
eats
off
that
the street.
We're done. We're done.
the
Well, at this
goodness,
point, when you put-
nutrients.
listen, by
People
the
don't
time
have
you laid it
nutrients.
out on the hood in the hot Houston, Texas, this meat was no good. This man had it on the hood. You know,
On the hood.
Yeah, it's all going to go in the
It's a waste of
garbage.
money.
That.
They should have let them
And that's
take
the
it.
problem. It's going to go in the garbage. That could have fed people.
Yes.
And you're arresting, like, it's ridiculous.
We're
Let's
done.
let them keep it.
We're done. Moving on. So, because we've got another segment that is actually crazier than this one. So, you know what, Cara, just reset the room, please, girl.
Girl, yeah.
Yes, let's do that.
Mm.
Thank you for joining us at Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on the internet. We want to thank Radio Region, syndicated through iHeartRadio.
Yes.
Check out the replays of this show every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We tape live on IG and on YouTube. So be sure to follow our social, Not Your Typical Girl Talk. Ladies,
Hey.
let's move on to the next bout of foolishness.
It's like a dark
I'm not
rabbit hole.
even-
It's weirder and weirder.
I'm not even gonna say anything. Oh crap! I don't know. Nor my TV ladies is being said, but I'm not even gonna say anything when I introduce this one. Keep going the wrong one. I'm literally going to just show you. This by far is the craziest Karening I have ever seen in my life, and you will see why I'm saying that because. Okay, let me just. Let me turn it up because you need to see, need to hear this. Okay. Okay.
That man's on a mission.
If you missed that, I'm going to play this one more time so you can see. And go. So this is a man sitting in the middle of the street. There's a car trying to take the parking spot. He screams and he's proceeding to go back and sit in the spot. So the man was saving a spot for clearly a friend or something. And when another car came to try to park in said spot, he decided that not today, not today. And he, and the people that had to leave. Just listen. I mean, I think it's ingenious. I have nothing actually.
I mean, I'm glad that the person didn't continue reversing because this could have ended very badly for him. I mean, road rage is a real thing, y'all. Road rage is real.
Yeah, and this is Europe, right?
It's in France.
Yes, it's in France.
Yes, it's France.
If it was America, they would have
ended
him
differently.
right over.
They would have ran over him. He's very lucky.
I'll be honest. You know, like it's two different worlds. France is different. There's no in America. They would have either come out of their car and dragged
his ass right off that spot,
held a gun to him, and told him to
walk away,
or they would have ran him over.
It would have ended well in the States.
It was.
He's a brave man.
It was the scream for me. It was the scream. He said, "Ah!"
Yeah, it's like, sir, but you're sitting there, and you're now like, oh,
I'm the victim.
You put yourself there, Karen.
Correct.
O. Karen O.
Correct.
Karen.
Idiot.
So that was funny. We had to show it. It is hilarious. I don't recommend you do that.
Don't.
In North America, or actually any other place.
Don't do it anywhere.
Right. But
don't do it anywhere.
Listen, in France, they still have a bit of I don't know.
Civility.
Maybe it was like a little town.
Because I really do feel like even if this was downtown Toronto,
he would have run over. Downtown Toronto is madman, madman, madness in downtown Toronto ain't right.
So
Toronto is not the same. Y'all be careful out there. Maybe it happened in like a little French town. Because I feel that if it was in Paris, they would have run him over.
Probably.
Paris is. I hear that Paris is not like what it used to be. So
that was the suburbs. That was the suburbs.
Yeah, it was in the suburbs.
Yeah, because
I hope his friend got. I hope it was worth it. I hope his friend got that spot because if he didn't.
Well, I don't think his friend got that spot at all. I think
he wasted his good scream for nothing. Like that man screamed.
He sure
did. From the bowels of his stomach.
Sitting on the dirty floor,
the dirty French streets with no croissant.
I'm done. So we're gonna move on.
Now I want croissant.
I'm just gonna call this one another one bites the dust.
Oh God.
Lord.
If you see that picture in front of you, it is a picture of Lori Harvey and yet another one of her male victims, because she has broken up with yet another male suitor, and not just broken up. Now let's be clear, they have been together for about a year. However, they felt it necessary to put out a statement, which I am going to read an article wherein this statement.
After a year?
They were married. Like they were a power couple.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear this year-long relationship statement.
Okay, but I'm going to read the full article. This was written. Okay, I'm just
Okay.
After a little over a year of dating, Lori Harvey is once again saying on to the next. Lori and her now ex-beau, Damson Idris, shared a joint statement with The Hollywood Reporter, announcing their decision to split. According to the statement, the decision to end things is an amicable one. We are at a point in our lives where our individual paths require our full attention and dedication. The statement read, we part ways, remaining friends with nothing but love and respect for each other and the time we share together. Rumors of a breakup brewing between the two initially sparked earlier this week when news spread that Lori and Damson were no longer following each other on Instagram and seemed to wipe each other's existence from their accounts. Some outlets even pointed out that they arrived at Odell Beckham Jr.'s birthday party separately on Monday night, November 6th, which seems to be yet another hint that pointed to the couple being broken up. Lori, 26, and Damson, 32, first ignited dating rumors around this time last year when they were spotted having dinner together in December. Their romance picked up steam rather quickly, with the two sharing posts showcasing their love on social media in January 2023 and making their red carpet debut as a couple during the premiere of the final season of Damson's hit FX series Snowfall in February
11 months ago.
of 2023. Yeah. There's more.
Okay.
Damson revealed in a March 2023 interview with Complex that he was more public-facing with his budding love for Lori than in his past relationships because he was growing. With my private life today, with my relationship today, it's great. Life is great, and I'm just moving forward. Compared to her previous high-profile relationship with a certain Creed actor, Lori kept things relatively low-key in interviews, not sharing much with the media about her romance with Damson, outside of Instagram pics, red carpet photos, birthday and couples trips, and paparazzi candids. It's no secret that Lori's dating history can be a hot topic, but the model turned entrepreneur is just uncompromising and purposeful about what she is looking for in love, as she should. The shift for her in owning a dating mindset of not compromising my values, standards, and my requirements came after Lori almost got married to her former fiance, Memphis Depay, at the very young age of 21. She explained in a 2022 interview for Bumble, I felt like I felt like I hadn't really experienced anything. I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know what I liked, what I didn't like. I just feel like I hadn't really experienced life. She also added, at that point, then I was like, I'm about to, like I said, just date on my own terms. However, I want to move. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it. And if it's no longer serving me, I'm going to move on. That was too long.
That was too long.
That was a very long story for a relationship that literally lasted 11 months.
That was stupid. Lori Harvey, whatever. As for this young man, any man that dated Lori Harvey after I would say P. Diddy and the Sun, they should have been like, girl, you ain't right. Because then she moved on to Future, because big old red flag.
Sis, you dated the son and then the dad.
Then you did the dad. What's alluring about this? But as we always say, men fall in love with their eyes, women fall in love with what they hear. So these men are just chasing Lori because she's very beautiful. I will not take that away from her. She's a gorgeous, beautiful girl. But because she knows she's beautiful, when you got to the point where she was showing photos of him and her on red carpets, on vacations, on paparazzi things, that's the only time she remembers she was in a relationship.
Yes, because
other times she's like, I don't need you.
She's for the streets.
He was a pawn in her
I'm
scheme.
sorry. She's growing. And
She's
So,
growing.
first of all, this is what Lori Harvey's been wearing recently. He was literally out.
Oh, it's on. Wait,
Oh my
look
God.
at box side.
She was out
Literally
on the
box
street
side.
the other day in her underwear, like wearing underwear to an event.
It's giving Julia Fox vibes.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm sorry,
Women that dress
girl. I
like,
can't.
why do we expect that the next one? We thought, oh yeah, this is fine. She's gonna be, yeah, you go ahead. Like, why are we looking at her and thinking that she was actually gonna marry Jameson? I dress. Like,
And you know, they usually has a sign when they went together to the series finale of the show. That was an indication that their relationship was also in the series finale. That was a sign right there. That was the
Listen.
carpet that told them your relationship is over, sir. Run,
listen. I
run
had
like
to
hell.
put- I put a comment and I'm like, listen, she'll be releasing 2 more statements next year. Like, can we please move on?
And that's true. When did we all of a sudden care about? No offense. When did we start caring about Lori Harvey? What the joint? What are they? Bay and J? No.
Thank you.
Not even Taylor Swift and what's his face?
Like, what's yeah? Like, she's
not even Taylor Swift and what's his face?
What is?
And
Lori
Harvey?
I'm not discounting her value as a person, but
no, but
girl, what do you like? You don't have a reality
Steve
show.
Harvey's pretend daughter.
That's it, though. There's
She's
nothing
Steve
else.
Harvey's pretend daughter.
I don't.
We're done.
And we don't need a statement from a relationship that only lasted 7 months.
They weren't married. They weren't a power couple. People weren't invested in their relationship. They had no brand deal together. Why would we care?
To be honest with you,
I mean,
when you read the part where Jameson said that we didn't know about his relationships before he was growing, I'm like, sir, I don't want to be mean, but who knew who you were?
No one knew he was in that show. What's going on again?
Snowflake.
Snowfall.
Before that show, I'm horrible.
Not the snowflake.
Before that show, who knew you enough to care about your dating life?
Nobody cared about you, sir. Not even Lori. Lori didn't care about you until Snowflake.
In this relationship, Lori Harvey's actually the famous one.
She's the famous one. You're the one that she dragged along.
Sir,
he was Michael B's BFF.
Go find
when he caught his eyes on like, oh, I'm gonna take this girl, and then she thought, oh, you're that new hot and young coming up guy. I'm gonna date you to get some more clicks on my. What's she do? I think she sells like makeup or something.
Jameson, go find yourself a woman that wants to grow in a relationship and put a ring on it.
And also, Jameson, now that the strike is finally over, maybe you can get some new work. And when you get some work, just focus, dude. Focus on the work. Focus. And now, because Lori isn't focusing on you. She's already moved on to the next man. We will soon see her in the photos with someone completely different.
Next year. And we're done. We're done. In the segment I'm calling Window Baby, thank you once again to 6 Brown Chicks for giving us these stories that keep on giving. And let me pull it up because I have got to see it close and in person so I can read. Where is my story? Oh, I might have to turn around. Nope, I'm going to find it because I got to read it from this phone because I need you to see my face as I read the story. The fact that I'm calling it Window Baby should tell you that it's about to be some bullshit. Okay, it's about to be some other nonsense. Where the hell is the original? Okay, I might have to turn around because their whole thing is all scrambled up, and somehow I did not save the story in the chat. So I'm gonna turn around and read this to you. Oh no, I might have found it. Got it. Okay. I knew it was a red flag when I met him in the car dealership waiting area and he didn't have a car. I was getting my car serviced. He was just window shopping for a new vehicle. We had a great convo. He was nice. He kept my cup filled with fresh, free coffee. My car was ready. He asked if he could take a ride with me. I took him home. The next morning, he left in an Uber and promised to call me. He never called. And he gave me a false name, a fake number, and a real baby. I didn't know I was pregnant. This baby hid from me for 3 months, so I gotta keep it. I went back to the dealership on a hunch to find out his info, and there he was sitting in the waiting area talking to another fat girl. I fought everybody and was banned from the dealership, but I'm still pregnant and can't find out this man's real info. My baby deserves better than this ghost. What to do?
Okay, no, I'm not even gonna wait on this. So let me get this straight. She claims in the beginning when you read it, she claims that she knew
Yes,
he was a red flag.
correct. I knew.
A red flag right there, everyone. You can see the red flag. And those who are listening, I encourage you to find this episode and watch it. First line, she knew he was a red flag.
Correct.
Yet, she did so much more than she's also a red flag. Who sleeps with this person they just met? You know he has no PR. You drive him to your house. He only asks you for a ride. You drive him to your whole house. You sleep with the man. You don't protect the pony on him. You don't. He doesn't care to protect anything. He's gonna kind of a psycho killer. And then she goes to fight people because she wants info. It's like, so wait, man, time out. You didn't care about this man's name, age, blood type. You didn't give a butty lip until you got pregnant.
You had him pump and dumping you after knowing him. Because how long does it take to get car service? As someone, we've all had cars. At the most, it's taken me like 2 hours to get my car service. So you found out enough about a man in 2 hours to bring him to your yacht.
2 hours.
On top of you, come inside of you, and now you're pregnant for a man who gave you a false name and everything else, girl.
And now she's asking for now.
And deserves better than you. The baby.
Right,
the baby.
That's what the baby deserves better than her.
I feel sorry for the baby.
Because her discernment couldn't say, okay, he's kind of cute. Let me put his number. You know, and you know, I'll give him a call in a few days and see what's up. No, she just drove the whole man home.
Whole man home.
All the way home.
Whole man, her yard. Do you understand that people just don't come to my yard?
No. This is that's your sanctuary. Your safe space.
Supposed to be.
She invited this stranger into her house.
Stranger man. Invited her into her car, then invited him into her
house, and then invited her inside.
And then raw into her pum pum. And now she has a whole baby and has no idea who the man is she's having a baby for.
And then she goes to fight people at the dealership. Man, it's not their fault that you're an idiot.
It's not your fault.
You want some advice?
And I feel that the lack of accountability here.
You want some advice?
It's hysterical to me.
Now she's my baby deserves.
Now she cares about her baby, the baby she didn't want.
Okay. So again, we find stories from the internet. But there's also the internet, right? The useful resource that you go to find information. I have found many things on the internet. I have learned how to do hair. I have learned how to change things in my car. I have done so many things on the internet. I have learned lessons. I have certificates because I've taken online courses on the internet. So you're telling me she couldn't have listen, when somebody gives me their name or anything else, watch me.
Girl, I
stalked them. To date me who is net new? No, I have Googled you. I have reverse searched your pictures, and if you're lucky, I'm doing a background check.
Girl,
it costs about $6.99.
Yep, it's cheap.
I am not about to have.
I need to know who the hell you are.
LinkedIn, between LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and again, a background search, been verified, that's what it's called, BEEN, verified, and I can reverse search your phone number, and I can take your pictures and upload them to you're the real person. So in those 2 hours while he was giving her free fresh coffee, she couldn't have done none of that.
She couldn't have done that.
No, because she's busy getting fresh coffee. Free fresh coffee from a cheap ass man.
Listen,
who only goes there to find more women who have low self-esteem.
Here we go again. And here we go again as well. If you go to a car dealership, I'm very, and call me bougie, call me whatever you want. I don't really care. I am one where I'm very observant of people. When I'm sitting in a waiting room at the doctor's office, waiting at a car dealership for the car to get maintenance done, whatever it is, I'm sitting there and I'm watching all of y'all people. And I'm like, watching people, and I'm like, that person is just hanging out.
They don't even have a pen to sign in with anything.
What kind of valuable human being is hanging out at the car dealership getting free coffee and free seating?
A man who's looking for a warm bed at night.
Exactly.
A warm body.
So why would you even entertain a conversation?
Because she has low self-esteem.
True.
She would have slept with any man that day. Anyone that even looked in her direction, she would have taken him home. Any man. Because when she went back to the dealership to find him, she was like, oh, he's on to another fat girl. She was like, oh.
There we go.
Right there.
There we go.
Right there.
And we're done. And we're done. Because there's one more. There's one more.
Oh, Jesus.
Of course there is.
One more.
Oh, the joy.
Because apparently people do not want to put their best foot forward anymore when they go on a dating show trying to find a man. This woman, however, I think takes the cake, and I'm calling her Shower Bae. And here we go.
Oh my God, I want to get out. You're gonna pick me. What is it? I was talking here. Girl, but why would you have the camera in your shower? So what you want to do? You want to do it from the shower? How you gonna get out with your ass fucking naked? How you gonna? But I have to hang up. If I don't hang up, we're gonna. I've been doing all the time. I've been trying for 2 years. You've been trying for 2 years? I'm in the shower and I'll have my phone on me. Well, why do you always call me right now? I'm in the shower. On my TV. I cleaned my whole room. Oh my God. Well, I can talk to you where the shower. What's your name? Jack. From Philadelphia. Where are you calling us from? 40. How old are you? 2 adult kids. You have any kids? I'm a grandma already. How old are your kids? 23 and 21. Okay, yes. By the same man? No. Yeah, you haven't been married? What you do for a living? I have my own business. Okay, well, what kind of man are you looking for? Genuine guy, God-fearing. You definitely gotta be like, you can't be too like cocky, but he has to have confidence in himself. I don't like somebody that don't have confidence in themselves. So she can't get out the shower until I hang up because she can't get the towel without opening the curtain. So if she can't hang up the phone because she's in the shower. So it's on me to disconnect her or she can stay in that shower as long as she's alive.
I got nothing. I'm tired of these women. Like, you know better. I have nothing to say. You know better.
You sit in the queue to go live on a show and you decide you're going to take a shower. Rather than log out and give that space to someone who's actually sitting there waiting for Kendra to choose them because they've been trying to be on her show for like 2-3 years now. And you decide, I'm going to take a shower. And I'm still going to carry on with this interview, even though I'm in the shower. And I did read the comments that were under this video. And people just made fun of this woman and made fun of her home decor and how ugly her washroom was and the ugly curtain.
It is ugly.
And how it looked like some like 70s old auntie situation.
It does.
And I'm just like, we're tired of the, like, you want attention. I get it. So fine. That's okay.
I'm like Telly, I have nothing, and this is where we end the show because we have nothing. So Telly, we'll just take us out. And then.
Yeah, well, thank you everyone so much for watching and for listening. We are the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. We want to thank you all for watching us right here on IG, and thank you so much to all those who are watching on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to follow us on IG. Also, I'm going to stick to the script. I promised her I was going to stick to the script. I will not waver from what I normally. I know it can be a lot, so I'm just going to.
Show needs to be.
We thank Radio Regent, syndicated by iHeartRadio. Check out replays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday. We tape live on IG and on YouTube Wednesdays at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. As you can see, there was a heck of a lot tonight, but we got through it, and we hope we brought some smiles and some laughter to you, because we sure did laugh. We are also going to go check, though, if we too were ever raised by Sandra Bullock, because who knows? Maybe one of us could have been Sandra Bullock's pick-me, and we just didn't know. Or maybe Jada Pinkett, because she always says that she doesn't know things, so maybe she had us too. Who knows? This can go on. We need to find Kendra G. We need to get on that show and say, listen, girl, we got a story for you. But while we're doing our research, we got Garcia, I'm Telly, we got Queen Sheba, and until next time, everyone, keep fit, have fun, especially keep fit, because no one here wants to end up like window bay. No one needs to. You have worth. Remember your value. Remember your self-worth. Yes.
All right.
Please remember.
We're done.